Good evening. This is the Seekers podcast for March 26th. I'm your host, Wendell Hurricane Burrows. Our co-host, Neil, for some reason can't get on, says this speaker and mic don't work. I don't know. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, just got the reminder that the podcast is live, so it's all working. We got Dale Bullock here, and we're hoping BC Davis and Barry Robertson joins us. You want to say anything, Dale?
Well, we had kind of exhausted from being up in the mountains the last few days, but other than that, I'm doing pretty good. I'm kind of glad to be home again.
Right, me too.
Kind of sore in places I didn't know I had places.
Right. Neil says he's here.
Here he is.
Well, I don't know. We'll have to try sometime off the air, Neil, and that way we can get that problem figured out. What's going on? And right, I'm having to go on my phone because my computer, right before we went on, went crazy. I don't know. It all froze up. I got too much stuff on it, I guess. It says I got too many windows open, but it won't let me close any windows.
That's why mine was doing the other day. That thing just, I don't know. It was kind of like a window bomb or something hit me. Every time I'd close something else would open right back up again. I couldn't get off of it.
Yeah.
Covering up Facebook, I couldn't even see it.
All right, we got everybody here now.
More than sites, risk. They've already been twice by Russia.
How you doing, Barry?
Doing all right. You doing okay?
Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good.
For an American investment fund that specializes in Ukrainian drones.
Dale's done introduced himself. Y'all fellas want to introduce yourself?
I'm Dale Bullock from Heber Springs, Arkansas, north central part of the state.
After leaving the military, they told investors
All right, me too.
in the military that were about the money than anything else. That is not my main.
Is Neil going to go next?
Neil's not. He can't get his mic to work.
No.
Go ahead,
I'm
Barry.
Barry Robinson. We're in northern central Kentucky. Me, Mom, and Bo Sealis.
Davis, Black County, Arkansas.
What's up, VC?
Same.
Somebody's got something playing in the background.
Mom's watching the TV.
Oh.
It's carrying over. Your TV's carrying over. They can hear it. You want to say hello?
Hi.
Hey, how you doing?
Going from horses to tanks to machine gun tactics evolve in response to that. And that is why it's just incredibly important for the U.S., our European allies to learn these lessons in Ukraine. There's a real risk that the U.S. loses its military.
All right. Me and Dale was talking before we got on air here. It's been a tiring deal. We just got done doing the expedition or investigation. Was it last weekend?
Yeah, I think.
I think it was, yeah. No, the weekend before. Because you and Renee went to Eureka Springs. So it was that was this weekend. Yeah, it was last weekend we went. Yeah.
He must still be able to hear it. He muted me.
And that's new. That's not something that we've seen in the last 20 years. Is it possible?
Can you still hear it?
Yeah.
He said he can still hear it.
Now it's all
That'd
right.
be all right there. I can hear it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Want to tell them anything about the investigation, Dale?
Well, we had some pretty good vocals, I thought. We didn't see any. We found a few tracks, not as much as I wanted to, but we found a few. Got up in an area center there we weren't used to going to. That first night we went out, and that second night was pretty decent. Not what it usually is, but it was happening.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, for just not normal area too, but at least all the new people there could see what activity. Most of them thought that was good at Bigfoot activity, but we're like, well, it's a little slower here now, but it's pretty good.
Yeah, at least Super Dave got to kind of catch the tail end of that and seeing what we were talking about. I was kind of happy that happened.
Yeah, that was good. They just luck that they ended up having to stay late, and then as everybody drove out, the woods erupted. So that let us know they're still all right there. They just be quieter and watching us.
Yeah. Well, to have somebody like Super Dave say that was the craziest thing he'd ever heard, so that was kind of
yeah.
Letting us know that, yeah, it really was there. They were there. They just weren't speaking out much.
Is anybody else hearing something sounds like static?
Yeah, every once in a while. I ain't figured out who it. Like I said, it's not on your mic because it was still doing it when the mic was when I muted you. I don't know.
It might have been acting kind of crazy. Maybe it might be me. See what happened.
Let me mute BC for a minute just to see. I think it was BC for some reason. I'm not sure.
Yeah, he was kind of static when he first came in.
Okay, we'll try again.
All right. Yeah, it's definitely BC. Now all of a sudden my regular computer's starting to work. It might have been it.
I got a bunch of RAM chips and stuff here at the house that we put in your computer if you want me to.
Okay. Yeah.
Turn it into a hot rod.
There you go. Well, I don't know where BC went. Okay, I'll try that. There we go.
Oh, hey, Wendell again. I knew you were getting around too well for someone like you.
Yeah.
You got a twin.
What's making a racket?
How's that? Is that better?
That sounds
Whole
great.
lot.
Okay, my computer went back to working, so I'll get back on here. All right. Oh, still don't have BC though. Well, if he shows up, we'll add him back. That's all I know.
Yep.
Hopefully Neil can get back on here.
Yeah. All right. Now it's showing a lot of messages from Neil. It says his settings are all messed up. Well, you ain't the only one having trouble there, brother. It's
Get out.
crazy.
Get.
Hello, Neil from
Neil
Cass,
from-
Arkansas.
Hey, Neil.
Yeah. Got another one. Ohio Bigfoot researchers. Hello.
Howdy.
Hello.
Yeah. Renee got to see Arkansas with us and actually go to Area 2. Somehow they were seeing each other's messages and we wasn't seeing them. I don't know how that worked, but okay. Hey Renee, if you're still listening, I see the name up there. Say something about your activity and what you thought about going to Area 2, if you would. I'll post that up there. I figured BC would be back by now.
Mm-hmm.
No, he hadn't. Yeah, we're still live. Everything's working. So the computer's working. Let me check the other one over here. Maybe he come in on the other link. No. He's just not back yet. All right, Barry. Didn't you find some juvenile tracks or something last week? I saw.
Yeah, I found what I think is juvenile tracks. Yeah. That's the second time I've found those. These looked a little bigger, like you might be growing.
Oh, yeah. That's awesome.
If it's the same one.
Right.
And we're juniors around. Mommy and Daddy are around somewhere.
Should be.
Should be.
I guess you see my latest scheme to get one on trail cam. The garden.
No, I ain't been online in about 4 days, so tell us about it. I hadn't seen it.
I got me a bunch of seeds and blackberry bushes, blueberry bushes, grape bushes, all kinds of vegetables. I get my tiller in here in about the next week or so. Get the glands all tilled up. I'm going to start a big old garden. I figure everything comes to a food source. Put out a food source. Then I'm going to put trail cam on the far end of the yard away from it, facing the garden, see if I can't catch something.
That's a good plan.
Yep. Well, the footprints stuff are always up right along the edge of the yard and in the woods just over the fence line and all that, tree structures and all that. I got to get them to come a little closer.
Yeah, get that
Right.
land all tilled up, ready to plant. That be footprints ought to show up pretty good in that.
Mm-hmm.
Got to put you one of those game cams facing straight down at something. That way they won't trip it until they get right underneath it, and they won't be able to run from the infrared.
Right.
Think
Yep.
about that. I got a big walnut tree out there at the other end of the yard. I can put it in it, facing downward, I reckon.
Right. Gonna try to see what happened to BC here and message him.
Only thing Mom says you don't want to till the ground while it's wet. It's supposed to rain all week.
Yeah, it'll gum it all up, and it can start fungus growing,
Yep.
and your plants won't do good.
Yeah, I haven't planted anything yet myself.
Oh, BC's back.
I figure worst
All
case
right.
scenario, I may not get Bigfoot, but at least I'll have a garden.
There you go.
Bet.
That's Renee talking about what we heard at the Emerald Pond. It's crazy stuff happening. It's a little bit from a different direction than what we normally have at Area 2, but I guess any activity's good, though. I guess we'd never been there and it'd been that warm before either, so I don't know why they were up to the north side of the pond, but
Yeah, that was strange. It seemed like they had all moved over to another area, but I kind of think they were still all around us, but they just weren't making any noise.
yeah.
Except on the north side.
And actually, we hadn't explored up into that area. That might be one of the reasons some moved up in there is nobody's going up in there. I know that trail that we went up right before we left, we hadn't ever been up in there, and there's all kinds of activity. And you get up there to the one spot, and there's a whole nother worship area that they're building that you can
Really?
see. Yeah.
Well, that's kind of nice. I bought a pan flute. I was thinking about taking up in there, and I completely forgot it when I drove off.
Yeah, I wish you'd brought that. Next time we'll have it in December for sure when we go back.
Yeah.
You say a flute?
Pan flute. One of them. Got the things on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Neil, he's commenting. I think it was Renee. Somebody had one of the spirit boxes that was on their phone, and it said Neil's name and leave, Neil, and then leave. So
yeah, right as Neil walked up, that was kind of spooky.
Yeah. So and we had 3 incidences that I know of that. What was that? Is it radiation detector, Dale, or what was that?
Yeah, there was. He had a radiation detector up there, and he said it was way up above normal.
Yeah, 3 times. So
Yeah.
that's the first time we had anything like that. I wonder if that could have anything to do with batteries draining and stuff.
I don't know. I still think there's something under that campsite.
I do too. It sounds hollow when you kick on the ground, but we ain't figured a way into it yet.
Is Arkansas like Kentucky, ate up with cave systems?
Yeah. Supposedly, that's what. Oh, I forgot to call Clint back today. I forgot all about it. He called me. He was talking about the bats that's in that area. We've been told several times that they're doing research and there's a cave there, but we ain't never found it. But if they're actually doing research on bats, they got to be a big cave there somewhere. It was the long-eared bat that they was doing research, and we might have to move out of the area.
Huh. I didn't know we had long-eared bats around here.
Well, they did the same thing to an area down there in Texas where everybody was researching Bigfoot. They shut it down because of the rare long-eared bat. I think it's ridiculous. No such thing down there, I don't think.
I thought the long-eared bat was in like South America.
No, it's
maybe
here
that's
in
why
Texas.
it's so rare in Arkansas.
Yeah. Here in Texas is the 2 spots that's supposedly a long-eared bat.
Oh. I must be thinking about something else.
I'm sure they're probably somewhere else around the world, but in the United States, these is the only 2 spots that has it. It's here and in Texas.
Seems like they was talking about it being a possible explanation for the Jersey Devil, some kind of bat, but the bat only lived in South America or something.
Huh.
I don't care where they are, as long as they keep them away from here.
Mom don't like bats. We had a regular bat get in the house about 3 years ago. Well, we never got rid of it.
Neil says it's a small cave. Well, there's small caves all over where we is at down in there.
Yeah.
What we really need is a several-day investigation or 3 or 4 teams going in different directions down there. Like one down to the Deadwood area, one up in that area where we went and they hadn't been nobody, and then across from Castle Rock, that hillside. We ain't been up on there either.
You know, that's the only area that I've ever seen bear tracks up in that area.
Yeah.
I thought that about my garden too. Even if I don't see Bigfoot, if there's a bear in the countryside, I'll have you up here.
Yeah, you'll have proof of it anyway. All right, BC, you got anything going on around over in Ball Knob?
Some weird noises from the woods behind me, but really couldn't tell you what they were.
Damn.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know if there's something out there decided to take up residence or just visiting more or what's going on. Kind of sounded like a whoop, but not exactly. If that, I know that don't make sense, but that's whoop-ish.
Oh, that definitely makes sense from us in the area too. There's a whoop scream, and this is no more confirmation. Super Dave, aka Sasquatch, he said that they've had the same thing down South Arkansas, but it's right reverse. It's a scream and then a whoop.
Huh.
So up there in our area, it's a whoop and then the scream, the wind up scream.
Well, the neighbor that owns the property next to me, back behind me, he's put a pond in. There was a pond back there, and the previous owners just let it go, and it was all covered up with woods. And he got in there and had all the trees and everything cleared out, and he's quadrupled the size. It'll be about 12 to 15 feet deep at its deepest point. And he's going to stock it with fish. So I don't know. Maybe they're just kind of snooping around and checking it out.
Come on,
Right.
get in here.
So once he gets fish in there,
Go up.
I don't know when he's going to stock it, but he's going to stock it.
Let
Give
that
it a little while,
alone.
then I'll walk down there and see if there's any tracks.
That'd be good, yeah. Now, the week before we did our investigation at OARC, so that'd been 3 weeks ago, Nikki Graham, the one we went there by Ball Knob, there on the train tracks, had all kinds of activity, and as far as I know, she was still having activity. So
Was that when that place we went to here about 2 years ago, year and a half, whatever it was?
Yeah.
Found the 19-inch print. Yeah.
She said something. She was
Yeah.
telling me that something kept tearing the pressure switch off her pump out there, her well.
We've always talked about we need a good drone and somebody to fly it to be able to take pictures around where we're at.
Yeah,
Dale's
one with
got a
infrared and
drone.
ultraviolet.
Yeah.
Get out there.
Our fire department just got one for rescues for people, and it's got the infrared on it so that you can fly it and see body heat or whatever. But it was like $5,000.
Yeah. That's the problem with me. I got some pretty good drones, but they don't have the range on them that they ought to
Yeah. That's what costs so much on this one, and the size of it. It's right below where you have to go get a pilot's license. So, but it even comes though you can go and pay extra and get a pilot's license just in case. It's not really a pilot license; it's a drone's license or whatever. But
I actually spent the money and got a drone that's got the GPS and the auto return and anti-avoidance features and all that stuff on it, but they sent me the wrong directions. So I'm not even sure how to put it all together right now.
cool, you got someone that just ordered one, huh, Neil? That'd be good. Yeah. That's a good question. Anybody wants to set us up with one, we'll sure do some promos and videos, and anyone wants to donate one to the Folklore Bigfoot investigations or any one of us, we'll sure take it.
I got a phone call I got to take. Hang on a minute.
All righty. It would be good, like we're going down to that Deadwood area, to be able to fly over that valley and just look and see if we could locate it before we head that way. I'm not sure if Sean's going to make it up in December or not. He's going to try. We also had our our town hall meeting, which turned out pretty good. We ended up having to change locations right at the last minute, but it worked out good, and we was at the Reading campground, and we had probably 30 people that come to it. It was pretty good. Actually, at the campground, the drunken cryptids had activity right there by their campsite at night. Growls and grunts and whoops, and they found tracks where it crossed the river back and forth. Yeah, I talked to Kenny, and I said, talk to him and see what, even if we could get a side pavilion or something like that. We had it outside then, we could do it just a pavilion.
That's good food for sure.
Yeah, that's the question. How much are they going to charge? So we have to charge. That's kind of like the May 1st and 2nd. We're going to Squatching at the Gap. I am, and going to be one of the speakers. But to put that on and everything, which ain't a bad charge. They're charging $15 per day for if you just show up, and then I think it's like $65 for me on that, but it's on the deal. So that's a pretty good deal, and they got some 10 top-notch speakers from around the state. The most notable one is Ron Moorhead. He's gonna be there.
Yeah,
that I know of personally on there from the Sierra Sounds.
Yeah.
I'd like to meet him.
But when you go to having big
You know him
speakers, they
personally?
usually charge. So, huh?
You know Ron Moorhead personally?
No, the one that invited us does.
Oh.
Todd
Okay.
Neese, but after this weekend, I'll meet him. He's going to be there. Oh. So that'll be good. And I forget all the speakers. I know Matthew from the Drunken Cryptids, which was at ours, is going to be there. And let me pull it up here. I would pull it up and put the picture on the deal here, but our computer library shut off, so I better not do that.
I've got one of his books, The Quantum Bigfoot.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we got in a big discussion and kind of a argument over that in our Bigfoot group. I believe anything's possible, but from what I've seen, they're all physical. But
Yep.
But I'm open to anybody if they can prove to me that they go through portals or whatever. I'm open enough. Well, I'll listen to you and we'll see. But they are to be open the other way too, you know.
Mm-hmm. I come in on the tail end of that discussion.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Come on, get in here.
You know, when everybody goes running through the house like that, I always wonder if I should be running too.
Oh yeah.
Bo Stevens took off running. Mom took off running behind him. Like I said, makes you wonder, should I be following them?
Huh. Well, I can see their faces, but it don't tell me what their names are.
Mommy's gonna get a paddle at your tail. Get in there.
Oh, here you are. Scott Nelson. He's retired U.S. Navy cryptozoologist. Daryl Denton, known as Tennessee's Bigfoot Man. Ron Moorhead. Sierra Sounds. That's the three biggest names that's going to be there. Oh. No, Super Dave's not going to be at the May deal.
That's a good book.
Yeah, that's a good book. I think you can order them offline, or I can talk to Robert and have him send you a link. And he's coming out with the second one on it too, so working on compiling it right now. We still need to get your book, Neil, and we need to get it all. I started on that part of it last year and just dropped it. We need the do's and don'ts of Bigfooting. And, you know, what was the one where you had the flat without a jack? I think it was like the don't. I think it was 73. But that way we get 100 do's and 100 don'ts and send it out. We need to really work on that this summer and get that out and publish it on Amazon. Maybe it'll be a bestseller.
Hush.
Buy both of what? Robert.
Both books, I guess.
Yeah. Well, we'll get a few free copies. Working with True Armor, I found out it don't. Oh, it was 38. Okay, yeah. It was don't 38. Don't go squatching without a jack. Yeah, I don't really know, but I can look back at the message and we actually got it down. Where you recorded it and said what one it was, what don't.
Go.
Oh, both of Robert's books. Yeah, okay. Well, he's got the one published and he's working on the second one. Yeah, it'll be good to get the second one too. But I was saying about books, since we're working with True Armor, one of the guys on there does books, and it don't cost nothing, like $100 to have your book published on Amazon. And kind of like our T-shirts, they do all the work and everything. You make a certain percentage of it, and they put your book in the cover, whatever cover you want and everything. And for like the $100, you get like 25 free books. Of course, you know, they're going to make the most money off the books, but unless you want to go through having it published the other way, which is a kind of a headache, it's a pretty good deal. So we'll talk about that, Neil. We need to get that book. The do's and don'ts of Bigfoot.
Everybody tells me I should write a book. Told them I ain't got enough to write a book about.
Oh, yeah?
It'd be a comic book.
Oh, I'm glad you said that too. I gotta get with Robert. He said he had it's like a comic strip book of all the Bigfoot scenes from daily life, and it had like 400 in it. But he's doing a new one on it too. But it was out of published, but he was gonna get it republished and sometime real quick. And I was gonna tell him I wanted one of them. That'd be cool. Yeah, as always, if anybody's got any questions out there or comments, feel free to comment. We'll try to answer them to our best ability. If we happen to not know anything, we'll try to research it and find out. And if it's something we can investigate, we'll investigate it.
We did thought we heard a couple of knocks the other day. We've had that obnoxious smell coming around again.
Right. We had that at Area 2 again, and then that's when all the sounds started up and everything.
Whatever it is, it's ripe.
Just a thought too. This time of year, a lot of stuff is going into the breeding season. Pheromones are high. That might be part of it too.
Could be.
Also at Area 2, it was.
No, here. No,
I think it was a Bigfoot, but we had something that would whistle, scream loud, almost like a song. Some of them kept calling it. It sounds like a whistling or screaming banshee, but I don't really know what that was. But it's for the second time we've heard something like that there at Area 2. So
we used to hear whistles here all the time, early in the morning. Mostly Mom.
Last time we were up there, Billy Decker and I were both awakened way late in the night by something that sounded like it was walking by humming. Almost like it was trying to hum a song or something. And we both heard it. It was loud enough to woke me up in my truck.
BC's back.
Yeah, one of those nights. Click on something, then it gets booted right off. So
that's why my whole computer was. That's why I was afraid to post any pictures or anything. I don't want us to drop off signal here. Neil agrees that all these strange sounds is probably mating season. I got to get back a hold with Denise Gray from up around Sillamore, but what's that? Gunner Pool 56. She lives there. Says that she's had activity of a white Bigfoot, and I was talking with her right before all that explosion in our group message happened, and hadn't been able to get back with her. That's one thing. As the cartel, we have several different. I want to make a statement. We have several different groups that attend our investigations, and some believe, which I personally believe, it's all physical, and there's physical things that's happening that people just say this is woo or whatever. But we need to be more. You can agree to disagree with somebody without being in an argument. We're there to prove what's going on. So if they can prove there's a portal, let them do it. Let's see it. And if we prove that they're flesh and blood, that's okay too. It should work both ways. Oh, Kenny's with you. How you doing, Kenny? He makes some awesome food. I know that much. We was there at Birds and went to eat there when the pizza, Paradise Pizza, overbooked us, double booked us. So we went to the Birds restaurant, and it was amazing food. Like I said, we're going to try to plan ahead and build this for next year and figure out where we're going to be at. And hopefully we'll be at Birds. If not, we'll be probably eating there. We talked about maybe being at Neil's cabin farm area. One place or other, we'll figure it out and post it well in time. And I got some pretty good guest speakers that's already contacted me and want to be at it. So they're from Tennessee, actually. So
Wow.
pretty good big names. So
I know what I was going to ask. What do y'all think about this rigmarole about the Patterson Gimlin film?
oh yeah, I was gonna bring that up. Yeah. Awesome. They're saying that there's a rehearsal film that one of the people that was there had, and of the Patterson Gilmore film, and it was all a hoax.
Yeah.
I ain't seen a whole lot of it except on two of the channels, Bigfoot channels, that like proving everybody wrong anyway. But I don't know. It's got. Is it all AI, or they're saying that it's original filming of it, and the guy that had it, I believe, is really sick, or he done passed away. One or the other. What have you heard about it,
I
Barry?
thought it was supposed to be. The film was supposed to be in a safe. Something I forget. It wasn't Patterson. It was somebody else had it in a safe all these years and passed away. And supposedly, according to Patterson's son, he saw his dad burn the original outfit in a barrel in their backyard. That's the way I understand it. I ain't seen personally, me, if they can't produce a suit, then I don't think they got a case. But that's just one opinion.
Well, Bob Gimlin passed a lie detector test on that.
Yeah. It's pretty sad they're going after him, too. What I understand, he's knocking on 100's door and got the first symptoms of dementia or Alzheimer's. And there they are trying to trip him up. What I hear. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what I heard.
Well, whether it was filmed to fake or not. From what we've seen, we know they're out there. I don't know. To me, the walking and posture and height is just all wrong for a person. But oh yeah, I could see that.
Other big thing, the vice president come out and agreed with me about aliens. That made me feel pretty good.
Yeah. I believe he's half right. And that being said, it says, he said that aliens were demons. I believe some of them are. According to what the Bible says, some of them's angels. And the reason why that is, you can go to Ezekiel and read about it, that the angel showed up and the God showed up in a vehicle that had rings inside of rings that descended and ascended. If that don't sound like a spaceship, I'll kiss your foot. And I've even argued at church. I said, well, God's not from this world, so automatically he's an alien. You just think about it. He's not from even this realm or world, so it's above our thinking. But when you boil it down to what's an alien? Somebody not from here. There you go.
Yeah, makes sense.
And a lot of people, them's fighting words, but awesome. Kenny.
God's just God to me. He's so far above me. I don't try to understand.
Yeah, that's my point. Yeah, it's so above us that we can't understand it. We just got to trust him.
Well, it says right in the Bible, my ways are not your ways, my thoughts are not your thoughts.
Yep.
We don't overbook.
Yeah, thank you, Kenny. Definitely. We'll be planning all this to take us about a year, but we're going to do it right this time.
Well, if I got the money, I might go to Cryptic Con when it comes back around this year. I ain't crazy about crowds that big, but
yeah, there's lots of crowds nowadays.
Cryptic Con usually does pretty good. At least the first day, they'll have probably 400 or 500 people there. Then the second day, it kind of falls off.
That's what Clint called me about earlier today, since he missed the Bigfoot deal in April at Eureka Springs. They have a UFO convention. He called me and somebody else showed up, and I had to end the call. But he was like, "Let's go to that." I said, "Yeah, sure." He said, "I'll let me check on it and see the price." And the tickets are, Friday is $65 and Saturday is $80. He said, "I don't guess we'll be going to that." But they had
where's it at?
Eureka Springs, April 10th and 11th. One of the Bigfoot guys, the LeBlanc, off Expedition Bigfoot, ain't it? Yeah. Ronnie LeBlanc's going to be there. That's one of the reasons. Clint wanted to go, but I told him, well, that day I got my fire class, so I couldn't go. But anyway, but he said that $80 for Saturday for one day. I said, like you got to pay for all these people. It's like 12 speakers are going to be there over the
Oh
weekend.
Lord! I wonder it costs so much.
Yeah, big names
That's
from
how
the
Cryptic
UFO.
does it.
Y'all gonna get a kick out of this message that Kenny sent. Possibly, Kenny. Oh, was we on air when you was telling about the subway deal, Dale? I don't think you were.
No. We stopped in it. We stopped in at Subway up there, and I had one of the Arkansas Bigfoot Conference T-shirts on, and there was an older lady working behind the counter. She had a young girl look like she was just training, but she looked at my shirt and she said, "Man, we have them things." She said, "When we go out and throw our boxes and stuff away in the dumpster at night," she said, "Them things just howl and carry on back there every time we come back here." So they're out there in the woods, and guess they have trouble finding somebody to take out the trash at night.
Wow.
That's right there in town.
Yeah, you was right there, Neil. We're gonna have to get Kenny out on some more investigations. He was on with the one with us, but I know he works a lot and on the weekends, but maybe in the December one they'll be off and he can come to it. It's like the first Saturday in December is what Clint's planning. I don't know about there. We was talking about doing one in June at Sillamore, but I don't. How you think that'd work, Dale?
Well, I don't know, but I'd sure like to get back up there.
I would too. And the side deal on it that Denise Gray's in the north unit, right beside the north unit. So that's more confirmation that, I mean, it's less than 10 miles from where we're at. So that's nothing for a Bigfoot. But she said she's had a white or gray one in her area. I'll have to think about it. You know, we're old and fat and there's ticks and snakes.
Yeah.
I got to go tomorrow and get tested for Lyme disease where I had a tick.
Uh-oh. If you
Mama
got it,
already had it.
if you got it, I can tell you what to do. And I got this, and
Okay.
it worked for me. Go get brown kelp pills or seaweed pills. They're the same thing. There's one's from the East Coast, one from West Coast. And it's 500 milligrams. Take one in the morning and one in the evening, and it'll get rid of all the symptoms and everything for about a year. You got to take them for about a week to get rid of everything, and then about a year later it'll return and do it again. But that was horrible. It felt like your bones being pulled out of your body. Is the best way I can describe it.
Ouch.
Yeah.
I poured alcohol and peroxide on it.
Yeah, it's not the tick side. I mean, it's weird to explain. I just laid on the floor for 3 days, thought I was dying, and that's what it was. Lyme disease. They'll give you that dicyclone something antibiotics.
That's what they gave Mama Bocephus, yeah.
it don't. I couldn't tell it did nothing to me, but after that Indian medicine man told me about that stuff, I went and got it. It worked, and I mean it makes sense. They dealt with that for thousands of years before there was even doctors around, and that's what they did. So the Pacific West Coast Indian deal it was. So okay, last time I was in the dark room with a dude that big. I was in prison. What? Oh, the dude was as big as Bigfoot. I've seen a few of those. Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, that's what I said. We'll have to plan it one when you're not working. Anybody got any topics they want to bring up or discuss or anything that kind of questions?
I ain't thinking of it.
Here's
Does anybody know?
Arkansas boy question. Asks, how many types of Bigfoot do you believe there are?
I think 4.
From Arkansas, that's all I can say is I believe what I've seen in examples of. I believe there's 4 different types in Arkansas. Now, are they all the same? I mean, it's like people. You know, you have your Asians, you have your Africans, the Europeans. I believe they're all the same lineage or whatever, but they in their areas is that type. And from what I've seen in Arkansas, there's 4. There's the one that's more human, which that could be from crossbreeding. There's the one actual one that looks more like an ape that's got the turned out foot. We found tracks of that at one time. Was that the Janus Pithecus? Possibly. Then you got the one that's always mean, mad. I forgot the name of it.
Starts with a G.
Yeah, Gowie.
Gigongway or something like that.
Yeah.
Video
And then you got the ones down by Falk that's really skinny but tall, and even up to Ball Knob down now. There's 3 toads in it, and it's not from an accident. It's actual breeding. So that's the 4 types I've seen evidence of in Arkansas. Like Matthew Orton was from the Drunken Cryptids was saying, further you go north from the equator, everything kind of gets bigger. So talking about the Sasquatch here compared to the ones in like Washington State and Canada, where there's more area to move and everything, usually stuff gets bigger. That's the norm, but every once in a while there's cases where like an area like Dale's area with Big Red, it's got a 21-inch track, 10 foot tall. Normal Bigfoot around here, not all of them's that big. but there's occasion that there's one or here or one there.
No,
Now around
Huh?
Sylamore,
for me, when I said you don't think, I said I was going to write my follow up.
Yeah, that's what or
Bubba.
no Bobo, not Bubba. Bobo agreed with my mom. They look like an 8.
yeah, they are some that do.
I ain't never seen them, but I figure that's what they look like anyway. I kind of thought that's what I'd be looking for if I thought I was going to run up on one and have to run from him.
Right?
Yeah.
I just want to get a good look at one.
Well, if there's that many
Well,
different kinds, you don't know which one you're looking at.
you're right.
I'll take any of them.
Any of them, yeah. I had never had a face sighting. That's what I'm personally I want to do. I've had the shoulder from behind, from a distance, as it run across the road and run through a fence. But as far as actual see a face, I hadn't seen that yet. So I've seen them on thermal. We've actually seen like 7 of them on thermal one night around us. But
Yeah.
I hadn't been close enough to see a face encounter. The one we saw jump out of the tree, I saw the back side of its head and shoulder and the arm that moved as it jumped out of the tree.
That's me. I want to look one eye to eye, be like Arnold in Predator. What are you? Well, what are you?
Well, the one I saw was I don't know. It was thin lipped, kind of flat faced, thin lipped with like cow teeth. Wasn't none of that big incisor stuff going on. You know, just it was very very human like, only bigger, much bigger.
I'm reading a new book on the subject. Bigfoot, the forest's best kept secret. It's a trivia book. You read about it, then ask you trivia questions, see how much you know.
Huh. That's cool. I don't know, Kenny. I ain't even researched anything about Massachusetts, but I figure they would be because up in there is where north of there, I guess, is where the Vikings had run in with Bigfoot way before America was even founded. So
I
if
thought
they
that
were
was
there
around the
then,
Great Lakes.
no, it was well, Nova Scotia and up in there, Maine. So I mean, that's what the area it was in, Maine, up in there, and Nova Scotia, and all that area is where the Leif Erikson run into a Bigfoot clan, and they had a war and fight, and that was before America was even founded. So most people don't even hear about it. So if they was already there then, I'm sure they're still around in that area.
Uh-huh.
Wow. I'm getting our notification. We done been over an hour. It don't seem like it.
No, it don't.
I guess we had some good discussions, I guess. Any you got anything you want to say, Mom?
No, not really. I just
Not
know
really?
he told me that. I know he told me up there to that thing that time he was up there. I said, well, I think they're just an oversized gorilla. And he looked at me and grinned. He said, you might be more right you think you are.
Right. Yeah.
She was talking to Bobo from Finding Bigfoot.
Huh. Huh.
That's what he told me.
Right. I thought that was because of the hillbillies down here that only got one tooth. So you got a toothbrush instead of teeth brush. I guess they're the same way in Maine, huh? I'll have to get up there sometime. All right, I'm getting another note. We're an hour and 10 minutes. So anybody got any final comments before we sign off?
Well, hope we're all here to do it again next month.
Yeah, me too.
Everybody have a good night. God bless you.
Awesome.
You
Dale?
too, bro.
All right, we've been had a good discussion tonight, and we got one other comment here coming on. Yeah, nice hearing from you, Kenny. Hope to see you pretty soon. We get back over to Old Ark area and Turner's Bend and Area 2. I think Area 1 would have had a lot more activity. We need to give it another chance next time too.
I'm proud of them Arkansas boys. They done a good job playing ball.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I watched it. I thought they really done good. Yeah.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
did
y'all
up
do
until
all
they
right
lost.
to have a poor man's Rick Pitino for a coach.
Yep.
You live and
He's
die
everybody
by
say-
better than what we got. He's better than what Kentucky's got.
Well, I'm not a
Right.
Kentucky fan, so I don't have to worry about
shot. Amen.
All right, we'll see everybody around in April around the 23rd. It just moves around, but look for our posts, and we'll be back. If you got any questions, as always, email one of us or message Arkansas Boys or the Folklore Bigfoot Investigations, and we'll get in touch with you. Everybody have a good week, and God bless all y'all, and thank you for turning in and viewing us. Let's get all these last comments in here.
Yeah, that's a good one. Well, I hope to see you this weekend, Wendell.
Yep.
Happy Easter to everybody.
it. Yeah, happy Easter.
Yeah. Happy Easter. See y'all next time. God bless you.
Yeah.
You do. You do.